You have to be a little bit insane, I think.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We're Cayman 27, Cayman Informed.
Coming up next, work continues on Cayman's new independent monitoring board.
Too slow. That's the Auditor General's verdict when it comes to progress made by government in implementing recommendations made by the Public Accounts Committee. I'm Caroline James. I'll have the latest.
And Colours get a warning after the Department of Environment gets complaints about trespassing.
Round one of the SEFA Premier League's in the books. We got the recap and more coming up.
And a beautiful Tuesday for Grand Cayman and the rest of the sister islands. Will that trend continue through the week? I'll have an answer for you in my full forecast.
Cayman 27 News is coming up next.
Premier League is back. Sign up for the Sports Pack today and fuel your passion for football. Sports is life, only on Flow.
Whether you want to get going in a new car, to relax at home while you pay bills on your mobile banking app, to get the best rewards with your credit card, or to get a sure start on your little one's future. Whether you want a quick response on your loan, or just a range of services that keep your business running smoothly. You want banking that fits your life. CIBC First Caribbean. Banking that fits your life.
Let Elite Marble and Granite bring the charm of Italy to your home. Made from only the best materials. Santa Margherita Quartz is handcrafted at a state-of-the-art facility located in Italy and then journeys across the ocean to Elite Marble and Granite, who is the exclusive distributor in the Caribbean. Elegant and resistant, Santa Margherita Quartz products offer a large choice of colors, textures, and exclusive finishes. Call 945-9028 or visit us online at elite.ky. Elite Marble and Granite, where perfection costs less.
You're watching Cayman 27 News, Cayman Informed. Brought to you by Foster's Food Fair. At Foster's Food Fair, we care. Flow.
Good evening, I'm Kevin Morales.
And I'm Taylor Burrows. Thank you for tuning in. Work on Cayman's new independent monitoring board is continuing, and it has the full support of Cayman's new governor, Martin Roper.
He says with the new body in place, the prison will meet all international and human rights standards and provide better security at Northwood Prison. Cayman 27's Seaford Russell Jr. has the details.
A lot of work is being done by the prison director, his team, members of the ministry policy team to look at how we can build a stronger prison service.
Home Affairs Minister Tara Rivers says the new independent monitoring board will go a long way in securing a better Cayman.
As a government, we're getting value for money spent, so to speak, and that we're achieving what we as a country would like to achieve, which is building safer, stronger communities. And of course, the prison system is a part of our community.
Cayman's Governor Martin Roper visited the prison on Monday. He says the new prison board has the support of the United Kingdom.
And this has been set up with the help of the UK, but with independent appointed people here on the Cayman Islands.
Mr. Roper says the project will bring additional security within the prison walls.
Which will help provide some supervision and surveillance, a check of the prison, coming in and checking on the facilities and providing some feedback to the prison facilities.
Back in August, interim prison director Stephen Barrett addressed the issue of security at the prison. He says, "We are currently, with the support of the government, sourcing some additional technology that will be used to tighten up security at the front of the prison, so everybody and anyone entering the prison will go through security procedures that will be similar to, perhaps slightly more robust than the security arrangements that you receive at the airport." Seaford Russell, Cayman 27.
No official date has been released for the installation of this technology.
It's nearing 1 month since a prisoner lit a fire inside his prison cell, triggering an alert within the prison walls, and we are still awaiting the findings of a probe into the incident. The incident happened back on October 11th when an inmate had lit a small fire within his cell, and he was the sole occupant. The fire was extinguished by prison staff, and the prisoner was treated for smoke inhalation. After the incident, Director of Prisons Steve Barrett said an internal prison service review would be conducted. Prison officials say that review is still ongoing.
The Auditor General says government has been slow to implement recommendations made by the Public Accounts Committee, particularly when it comes to social welfare programs. Today, Cayman 27's Caroline James sat down with the Deputy Auditor General, Garnett Harrison, to find out more about the concerns they've raised. She joins us now live.
The Deputy Auditor General told me that the worst performing area concerns the report government programmes supporting those in need, where only limited progress has been made. Now, he said the Ministry of Community Affairs has fallen at the very first hurdle, that they have started to develop a social assistance strategy, but the timescales haven't yet been confirmed. Now, the implementation of further recommendations is dependent on that first implementation, hence the limited progress. Social welfare is, of course, a frontline public service, and that's why the Auditor General says we should take their findings seriously.
I think the biggest thing is some of these reports relate to critical public services, such as healthcare, social welfare, and the recommendations are intended to improve how government delivers these vital services to the people of Cayman.
It's the people of Cayman who will suffer if government continues to go slow on fulfilling the Public Accounts Committee's proposals.
What this means is if there is slow progress, these recommendations, then the delivery of services to the people of Cayman are either not as effective or efficient as they should be. This means that people are not receiving the services they require at the right time or in the right manner.
On Monday, the Auditor General's office released a report, follow-up on past PAC recommendations. In it, they raised concerns about government's slow progress in implementing those suggestions. Mr. Harrison says social welfare is the biggest victim of government procrastination.
We hear of complaints basically with those government programs for those in need, and where people may be receiving those services who really don't need it, and yet then there's others who are not receiving it who really need it.
Mr. Harrison also flagged some of the neglected recommendations go back as far as May 2015, and that dates for implementation keep being rescheduled.
It could also mean that there's wasted opportunities to better the lives of the people of Cayman as well when these recommendations aren't implemented in the timeframes that have been set originally.
But what powers do they have to hold those government officials and civil servants responsible to account?
They will have to answer to the Public Accounts Committee who hold them to account basically for saying, okay, we said this timeline, why didn't you achieve this now? So this is in the public forum as well, where they need to explain why they haven't achieved certain results.
Punitive measures can go further, but Mr. Harrison says it rarely gets to that stage.
There can be fines as well, but in my years of experience, that has never been implemented.
I reached out to both the Premier's office and the Deputy Governor's office to get a response to the OAG's criticism. We're yet to hear back.
And the Auditor General's office also discussed their role in the proposed cruise berthing facility project. Last week, Governor Martin Roper said he had full confidence in the Auditor General when it came to the port.
The cruise berthing project right now, we're just really, we would be considered in the monitoring stage. And we will look at the tendering process and then right through to completion. So there's not much more I can say at this point in time because the project isn't off the ground.
And we'll be asking Mr. Roper more about the cruise berthing facility when he's here live in the studio tomorrow night.
Be sure to tune in. The Department of Environment says it's received complaints of green iguana cullers not playing by the rules when it comes to trespassing. The DOE is reminding cullers that obtaining proper permission to cull on private land is a legal requirement under the terms of the culling license, and those caught breaking the rules face penalties.
I think we need to put it on record and make it very clear that any culler, any registered culler or who's found to be violating the terms of their agreement as a registered culler will lose their registration.
Licensed green iguana culler Chet Rivers says respecting property rights is the right thing to do. He says when he and other cullers introduce themselves to members of the public and present a culler ID card, there's generally a lot of support.
We've been having a lot of positive people towards it. A lot of people are wanting them out of their yard, wanting them cleaned up, get rid of them. Some people just ask us to try to take care of them and get rid of them as human as possible. They don't want to see us hurt them or kill them or anything like that.
Mr. Rivers says if someone is not okay with culling on a property, there's always somewhere else. If unauthorized cullers are on your property, the DOE says tell them to leave. If they don't, then call the police. One man who we're not going to call the police on, at least not quite yet, Joe Avery in the house with our weather forecast.
Usually the calls to police come about, maybe an hour or so before midnight for me, guys. So we've got a ways to go.
We got some time,
right now, I'm still in the groove. I'm talking about weather right now. And tonight, we have a 0% chance of me being called onto the police tonight, hopefully. But a 20% chance of some thunder showers tonight are in the cards. As we've, not big chance. You see a couple showers making their way between the Sister Islands and Grand, some activity off to the west of Grand, but there is that possibility. So if you hear thunder tonight, let's just consider ourselves lucky, because 2 in 10, it's not great odds.
Yeah, thank you very much. Joe will be back in about 15 minutes with our full weather forecast. After the break, local health leaders say Cayman is facing an increase in flu cases, but they say it's low-risk contractions.
Education officials launched an investigation after a social media video allegedly involving a school bus services.
And the Northside community takes center stage today. We'll tell you why. Those stories and more after this.
Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa. Discover the difference.
From happy beginnings and life choices that we make along the way,
Brit K protects your lifestyle with the best insurance cover at the best possible price.
health insurance with far-reaching benefits,
Family protection and long-term financial plans.
business insurance and generous employee benefits.
For happy beginnings to happy ever after, visit BritK.ky.
BritK, where people come first.
The Public Health Department says Cayman could see a relatively high number of cases of the flu, given our location in the Caribbean and the number of people traveling in and out of the country.
And Dr. Samuel Williams Rodriguez says the department usually sees about 115 or so cases a week, but that number is likely to rise as we get deeper into the season.
We do get a lot of cases of flu. We've been, I wouldn't want to say lucky, because it's actually due to the work that we do in preventing, and the vaccine is part of that. We haven't encountered too many cases of of severe condition or many deaths caused by flu. But we do get a lot of cases of flu every year with the missing of work and things like that, inconvenient for the public.
And a reminder, you can get your free flu shot at a number of locations across the Cayman Islands. Locations will be posted on our website, cayman27.ky. I'm assuming you got yours, Taylor?
I haven't gotten mine.
All right,
but
well, there's still time. Let's go do it.
The Department of Education Services is investigating after a video surfaces on social media purportedly showing a dog that was allegedly struck and injured by a school bus. The whereabouts of the injured dog are still unknown. Cayman 27's Joe Avery reports.
Blink and you might miss it. This 3-second video clip purportedly showing an injured dog in the aftermath of an accident with a Clifton Hunter High School bus has triggered an investigation. A press release from the Education Ministry says the video was taken by a student on that bus who posted the video to social media.
What kind of example are we showing to our children when a school bus injures an animal and doesn't stop to see if the animal can be helped?
Humane Society Director Leslie Walker says if the incident were reported immediately, the animal could have received prompt veterinary attention. Now, she says the animal's whereabouts are unknown.
If anybody knows of a local dog that's walking about, limping, or maybe lying, crying in pain somewhere, please get in touch with us and we will help get vet treatment for the dog, as should have been done by the bus driver when the incident happened.
Cell phones are banned from school, but given the nature and seriousness of the incident, Clifton Hunter principal Pauline Beckford says the issue of cell phone possession would be treated sympathetically to enable a full investigation. Information like the location of the incident could help get the dog the care it needs.
It's comforting to know that the video was taken by somebody who knew that it was wrong and that something had to be done about it, and I'm hoping that something will be done about it, and very importantly, that the dog will be brought in for treatment.
Joe Avery, Cayman 27.
The Ministry of Education says Clifton Hunter's transportation services are contracted to private providers. Under their contracts, service providers are to report any incidents that happen on the bus to the relevant schools and the DES. The investigation is ongoing.
An act of human kindness caught on camera. This video was submitted to Cayman 27, and it shows a woman jumping into the canal at the Cayman Islands Yacht Club to save a chicken, of all things. Now, check it out. The chicken had actually jumped into the water and, of course, had a little trouble swimming. That is when Vicki McClanahan kicked into action. She says it was meant to be.
I don't know, I just decided to jump in. And funnily, we go there sometimes and I never wear my swimsuit. And on Sunday, I actually did to go in the water with my kids. And I was like, well, I'm in my swimsuit. And when my husband said, you know, he's not getting out, it felt good, you know. I did a good deed, even if it was for a chicken, you know. I guess the little things count.
Of course they count. Miss McClanahan got a lot of support on social media for her act of kindness, and judging from the speed with which he ran off, the chicken also seemed pretty grateful. Great story.
Northside was the center of attention today as many converged on the community to get a taste of Cayman's culture.
Today, Northside held its Heritage Day festivities, and visitors were treated to many of Cayman's iconic dishes like conch stew and turtle stew, just to name a few. Traditional thatch plating and much more were also showcased at this event.
Well, this is our normal Northside Pirates Week Heritage Day. So we have lots of Cayman food. We have things represented like Willis Farm with all of their good natural stuff. We have a little heritage display here. All the school kids have been out. So.
Of course, the Heritage Days events are all part of Pirates Week, and if you want to check out the remaining schedule, you can do so on our website. Just head over to cayman27.ky. Did either of you get a chance to get up there? I was stuck inside all day. It was a bit of a bummer.
Looked good.
Yeah?
I wish the reporter who was on the assignment would have brought us.
See, that's the thing. When I was on general assignment reporting, and I had actually gone to do the story in Northside, I always brought people back food,
always.
Right? Even if it was just a little time. I ate most of it.
Yeah.
But you bring them back a little bit, right? So. Apparently he brought back some cassava cake, and he shared a little bit of that. So.
Not much of a sharing food, but...
but next time, Seaford, we need you to bring back a whole plate of something. So.
You know what?
The lessons learned.
No matter what, I'm still sharing today's sports highlights with you, Cayman. As now a resident of West Bay, I get up close and personal action to everything happening at Ed Bush. Round one of the Premier League is in the books. I checked out future Boddentown, but we got the whole Premier League recap coming up next.
Heat resistant, scratch resistant, stain resistant, functional and durable. Paramount Carpets brings you the beauty of granite like no one else. Choose from a large selection of quality granite from Italy and Brazil. Paramount Carpets guarantees on-time delivery and professional installation. Granite, from the earth to your home.
We do a whole lot more than just cover your floor at Paramount Carpets.
We're not just the most reliable energy service in the Caribbean. Whether it's for your entertainment, lighting a path to your future, or making sure that you and your family are secure. We're there for you when it matters most. Your safety and our reliability are our top priority. We are committed to remaining the #1 utility service in the Caribbean. We are CUC.
I'm Jordan Telford. I'm the master distiller for Tortuga Rum Company. I'm a born Caymanian, and I'm very proud to say that I'm producing an exceptional quality rum that's completely handmade, start to finish, distilled, bottled, and blended right here in Grand Cayman for Tortuga Rum Company.
Come receive your miracle, your healing, salvation, encouragement. Hear the word of the Lord from David Turner, Monday to Wednesday, November 5 to 7 at 7 p.m. at Town Hall, Georgetown, 42 4th Street, Grand Cayman. Admission free. Call 345-925-7798 or email info@avodaproductions.com. Experience healing through worship. Experience the anointing as David Turner ministers. Don't you miss it.
Cayman 27 Sports is brought to you by Elite Marble and Granite, where perfection costs less.
Welcome back. We start on the pitch now after an exciting Charity Shield last week. The Cayman Islands Football Association kicked off its regular season in round one action. And in our game of the week, it was the 2016-17 men's champion Boddentown Football Club taking on last year's FA Cup winner Future Sports Clubs. Take a look at the action. First half, Boddentown, cross comes in. They think they have a goal on the head of Taryn Wood, but they're called offside. Later on, still first half, Boddentown pressuring once again, but the future player, or the Boddentown player, taken down in the box. This one is a penalty. Taryn Wood fires. Ronan McLaughlin with the save for Future. More Boddentown pressure still in the first half. Another nice cross coming into the box. Jamal Clark sends it wide. Will the missed chances come back to bite Boddentown? We take a look at the second half, 72nd minute. Brandon Ebanks at midfield. A little 1-2 go with Barry Trey Tibbetts coming on as a substitute. The through ball all alone. He makes no mistake. 1-0 the final. Here's Trey Tibbetts on the game.
It was a very tight game, very intense, and it was a lot of contact within the game, and we managed to fight hard and pull through it. And by me coming on and scoring the only goal caused us to become even more intense and eventually win the game. It was a counter-attack, and the ball came to me. I played the 1-2 with the other forward, and he chipped it over the top, and I striked it one time in.
Now, you may remember Barry Trey Tibbetts. He was selected to join Atletico Madrid for a youth camp session, which he just returned from just a few weeks ago. Now, we asked Tibbetts how he's grown as a player since he played with one of the top Spanish programs.
I feel great. I learned that the game is very intense and very professional in other places, and I want to bring that intensity and level of football to the Cayman Islands.
All right, let's take a look at the rest of the action from week one. Late Saturday game after that Future win. League champion Scholars, fresh off their Charity Shield win. They drew 1-1 with Roma United. Damile Howell and Jarrell Belfonte with the goals there. How about the hat trick from Academy's Mark Ebanks? Good enough as Academy top Sunset. 4-2, a Morgan Jackson goal in added time helped Elite edge passed Latinos 3-2. And just one game in the Women's Premier League, Elite defeated Sunset 1-0. Shanice Monteith with the winner in the 59th minute. All right, still with football. Switching gears, the Cayman Prep and Cayman International School traveled to Bahamas this past weekend for the Football Fest 2018, and Cayman Prep came home with not one, but 2 trophies. Let's take a look and see how they did. All right, guys, we start with the boys. Prep, 2-0 win to start off in the group stage, as well as a 5-1 win over the school from Saudi Arabia. Now, they finished the host, Lyford K. They're, of course, from the Bahamas. They hosted the tournament. They dropped Cayman Prep 2-0, but in the semifinals, it was a Cayman versus Cayman game. They won in penalties, beating CIS, and in the finals, they beat the host school 1-0. How about the girls? Let's take a look and see how they did. Now, Prep dropped their first game to Cayman International 1-0, but then 2 wins over the school from Jamaica and Bahamas, and then a 0-0 draw from the Luque International School put them in the finals against, again, the local rivalry, Cayman International School. They'd win 3-2 on penalties. Nicely done to Cayman Prep. All right, Joe's got your weather next. Stick around.
Have you heard? They have new daily meal deals at Popeyes. A different meal with side every day of the week for the same price of just $3.99. Monday is chicken soup with rice. Tuesday for the chicken bowl. 2 tenders on Wednesday. A loaded chicken wrap on Thursday. It's all about that shrimp on Friday. Chicken nuggets to start the weekend. And the mixed 2-piece to finish.
The new daily meal deals from Popeyes. A different meal every day, served with the world famous best dressed chicken for only $3.99. Only at Popeyes, Louisiana Kitchen on Eastern Avenue.
We believe that every life matters and that we are all connected. One community, one people. We believe in compassion to give dignity to those that society has let down. We strive to conquer fear, and we believe that the power to heal is a gift. This is who we are. This is what we believe. Holy Cross.
Bogle Insurance Brokers Limited are professional, independent insurance brokers established in 1988. We are a wholly Caymanian-owned insurance broker with a wealth of knowledge in the local and international insurance market. Our professional team service clients with a range of insurance products, including motor, home, health, contractors, marine, and business insurance, among others. Contact us at 949-0579 or email us at service@bogleins.com.
Have you had your Tortuga moment today? Come by Tortuga Fine Wine and Spirits for all your liquor needs. And taste the world-famous Tortuga rum and rum cake. Always delicious and baked fresh daily in the captivating Cayman Islands. With ongoing renovations at the airport, we invite you to shop our stores and buy before you fly. Relive the Cayman Islands in every bite.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of what it's like at Cayman 27 when I bring some food in. It's like everyone coming out of the woodwork, just like this turtle trying to enjoy a sponge. He's got to fight off all these other angelfish and things, just trying to get a morsel of a guy's lunch. Anyway, I'm back out here. Not saying that happened today, guys. I did have a curry, but I was able to fend off all the other competition for it. Look at the radar right now. You can see we got a little bit of shower. It's kind of right in between the sister islands, heading towards Grand Cayman. We don't know if that's going to dissipate or not. We do have a 30% chance of showers for Tuesday. That's going to decrease tonight to a 20% chance of showers, maybe a rumbling of thunder through the night as a tropical wave moves over the Western Caribbean and weakens by the evening town. A couple of isolated showers, which we showed you. Those are moving to the west. Now, we're almost halfway through the week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at what we can expect for our tomorrow and the rest of the tonight. We were talking maybe some showers, but but Wednesday looking pretty good. Partly sunny, but the Cayman Islands National Weather Service says, hey, we're going to give you a 40% chance of showers and maybe some thunder for you Wednesday. So a little bit of a discrepancy there, but let's not fixate on that too much. We have the rest of the week to get through. Like I said, 40% chance of showers for your Wednesday. Light and variable winds. Kind of different out there, you know. Barely any wind out there. It's going to be nice and still. Slight seas, wave heights 1 to 3 feet, if anything at all. That's going to continue for the next couple of days, all the way into Saturday and Sunday. So it looks like Pirates weekend, the big 3-day weekend, is off to a gorgeous start. We'll continue to kind of look at that as the week continues. Thursday, 30% chance of showers. And then as we get into Friday and Saturday, only a 2 in 10 chance of showers. If you want to break that down to the lowest common denominator, that's a 1 in 5 chance of showers. I'm pretty sure all the mathematics teachers at home are proud of me for knowing that turn of phrase from the math world. Anyway, that's about it for your weather right now. Things are looking pretty good in the Cayman Islands. I do want to hit you up with a weather pick of the day, though. This one curated by Seaford Russell Jr., our intrepid news reporter. He found this on Going Coco Cayman. It shows a snake right there, and he's taken out a green iguana, guys. This time of year, it's not easy being green. I'm with Kermit.
Cool. Thank you very much, Joe. And she is off today. Miss World Cayman Islands Kelsey Bodden left for China.
Miss Bodden will be competing for the top spot in December at the annual Miss World pageant. This morning, we caught up with her before her flight.
I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for your support so far. I feel really prepared, really excited to go and represent Cayman, and I also just wanted to let you guys know to don't forget to support me on Miss World Cayman Islands on Facebook and Miss World Cayman on Instagram.
Miss Bodden says she will be updating her social media platforms in the run-up to the pageant, and we will continue to follow her progress as well.
And coming up in the second half hour of Cayman 27 News, we meet 2 more of the finalists in the running for the Young Caymanian Leadership Awards. Stick around. Stacey Scott and Samuel Young join us live. And remember, we want you to WhatsApp us any photos, videos, news tips. We want to know what's happening in your community. How do you reach us? Message us via WhatsApp. That number for Cayman 27 News is 527-2727. We'll be right back.
Champion House Restaurant, serving Cayman for over 30 years. Start your day off right with our breakfast, fruits, pastries, hot cereals, entree, and so much more. Stop by for lunch. Our buffet offers salads, soup, entrees, and desserts. Check out our website for details on our new dinner menu. And don't forget about catering. We can customize any menu to suit your needs. Champion House Restaurant, where the islanders dine.
A tropical storm watch has been upgraded to a...
Hey, I've been tracking the storm, and it's looking really dangerous.
Yeah.
You're in a new place. Gotta prepare. No, put that down. You need canned goods, not canned
I get
soda.
it.
And
yes,
water.
Sis,
You need plenty of water.
All right, water. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to get ready for this.
Is it your first time?
Yes.
Do you need a hurricane buddy?
Please.
All right, come on. I prefer bigger bottles.
Kind of shame it took a hurricane for us to finally hang out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ace is kind of bad time.
Hey, good news. The hurricane warning's been lifted. I saw online the storm has changed direction.
Oh, so I guess you get to go back to your place now.
Where are you? That's not your apartment.
Please pick the flowers.
Bye, neighbor.
Let Elite Marble and Granite bring the charm of Italy to your home. Made from only the best materials. Santa Margherita Quartz is handcrafted at a state-of-the-art facility located in Italy and then journeys across the ocean to Elite Marble and Granite, who is the exclusive distributor in the Caribbean. Elegant and resistant, Santa Margherita Quartz products offer a large choice of colors, textures, and exclusive finishes. Call 945-9028 or visit us online at elite.ky. Elite Marble and Granite, where perfection costs less.
Welcome back to the second half hour of Cayman 27 News. I'm Taylor Burrows. And the 2018 Young Caymanian Leadership Awards Gala is coming up this weekend. And in the run-up to the event, we will be meeting all the finalists. And on tonight's top story, we meet Stacey Scott and Samuel Young. So welcome to the show tonight. And I'm excited to hear a little bit about both of you because you just introduced yourselves. I'm not familiar with you, and I'm sure some of the audience would love to hear about your background. I don't know if you want to start, Stacey, telling us a little bit about yourself.
Yep, sure, I'll start. So my name is Stacey Scott. As you know, I grew up in the BRAC. Like most young Caymanians, I left at around the age of 17 or 18. I went off to university in North Carolina, a small school by the name of Elon, and I studied accounting there. After graduating, I sat my CPA exams and then came back to Cayman about 5 years ago.
And you're at KPMG,
I am at KPMG, yeah. I'm an audit manager in the asset management practice there, and a lot of what I do there is also focused on growing and developing young Caymanians and the accounting professional there.
Wonderful. So lots of mentorship going on because that's part of your platform, I read.
It is, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. And what about for you, Samuel? You want to tell us a little bit about your background, what you're doing?
Oh, thank you. So I got my education here. I graduated from John Gray High School. I got the Government Achievement Award in 2006. I completed my bachelor's degree in accounting, and my apologies, I'm a little nervous. I completed my bachelor's degree in accounting. Ultimately, I went into my next step was to get into the financial sector and indulge. I served as a fund accountant and an auditor. Recently, last year, I changed my narrative into something I was even more passionate about, which is health and fitness. Currently, I serve as managing director of World Gym.
Oh, amazing. So I think it's really important to have a holistic framework when you, especially when you're a role model for other young people, right? To have that sort of mind, body, soul, spirit, and that's really important as a part of YCLA as well. And I know that the theme this year is It Takes a Village. What was your interpretation of that, Samuel?
Well, I thought about a child and a community around that child. For that child to grow and feel safe in their environment, it really takes a community, not just one or two people. Also, I feel like under that type of setting, we can instill self-belief into a child by helping them to utilize health and fitness to build their self-belief.
Very important stuff. And what about for you? What was your interpretation of It Takes a Village?
Yeah, my interpretation was, I suppose, more of a traditional interpretation that, you know, we all have a part to play in raising the children of Cayman and ensuring that we have the most productive society that we can possibly have. And we each have different skills, different talents, different interests. Just if you look at me and Sam, like Sam's obviously into health and fitness, and I'm coming from more of a like mentorship or lifelong learning perspective, but both of those are equally important. And I think that's really the message with It Takes a Village. Just contribute the skills and the interests that you have to
Absolutely. And I'm wondering, just to make it a little bit interesting, what's the competition like? Do you feel like there's any sense of nerves or competition between is it 5 of you, right?
There's 5 of us. Yeah, I don't think we're competitive. We're not a competitive group, right, Sam? No. We're all pretty, even yesterday we were on the radio and our interviewer was saying we're pretty jovial. Like we get along very, very well. I don't think we're overly competitive. We're equally supportive, I think, of each other, yeah.
As it should be, and I think that is definitely the intention, right? But what about if you win? Well, I know we like to say the recipient of the award. If you become the recipient of the award, what will you do? What will be the first intention, your priority as the recipient? I'll start with you, Stacey.
Okay. So my platform is lifelong learning through mentorship, and it's something that I was very fortunate to experience growing up. I had a lot of really great people invest their time and energy into me, and I think that really would be my message. Just go out there, even if you only have an hour or 2 a week, every little bit helps. And to both young people and adults, like stay curious. Always keep that fire and that curiosity, that yearning for knowledge, and it doesn't need to be academic. You don't need to go out there and get X number of degrees. Just stay curious about the world around you and be open to exploring new things and new ideas.
Well, I definitely support that message because you can't be complacent. You have to find something, right? Yeah. So I'm backing you on that one. And what about for you, Samuel? What would you do? What would be your priority as the recipient?
Well, I would have to spearhead my core message, which is for persons to believe in themselves and have a sense of perseverance if they like to succeed in life. And I also believe that through health and fitness, if you utilize health and fitness, you can attain those components that I perceive will make you successful in your whatever dynamic you're pursuing. Yeah.
Well, I know that leading up to the gala, there probably will be more nerves, but just as a finalist, it's really an honor. So I hope that the two of you have the best of luck, but also just really appreciate this opportunity as leaders, young leaders.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for being with us this evening.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, stick around. We've got more news after the break. And don't forget, you can reach us on our WhatsApp hotline at 527-2727.
We do a whole lot more than just cover your floor at Paramount. Carpet, any style, carpet or tile, insulation and drywall too. Everything's beautiful, come and see. The Paramount name means quality. It'll be a brand new world under your feet. We do a whole lot more than just cover your floor at Paramount. Carpet.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We're Cayman 27, Cayman Informed.
Welcome back. It's time for a check from Wall Street. U.S. stocks rose as investors hoped the outcome of midterms would provide some relief after prolonged uncertainty. Reuters' Tara Cleary reports.
Strong earnings and a rebound in technology stocks helped lift the markets. Investors braced for the outcome of U.S. midterm elections. First American Trust Chief Investment Officer Jerry Brockman.
Well, I think there's a lot of question of what's going to lift the economy and the market higher as we're starting to see some challenges in the economy. And the question is, this political change, will that change anything? But really going forward, how do we continue to have this growth that we've had here in the second quarter and third quarter GDP?
Apple rose following its biggest two-day loss since January 2013, helping the beaten-down technology sector. Mylan jumped after delivering better than expected third quarter profit. CVS gained on higher profit from sales of prescription drugs and health and beauty products. Booking Holdings was up on a better than expected outlook. European markets ended a choppy session in the red on disappointing earnings and caution ahead of the U.S. midterm results.
Don't go anywhere. We've got world and regional news coming up right after this.
Watch as some of the world's most talented people put their skills to the test as they attempt to make their mark in the record books. You'll witness some of the craziest, scariest, most bizarre stunts people will do, all in the name of stardom. It's the ultimate Guinness World Records, and it's right here on Cayman 27. Capture all the action.
We do a whole lot more than just cover your floor at Paramount. Carpet, any style, carpet or tile, insulation and drywall too. Everything's beautiful, come and see. The Paramount name means quality. It'll be a brand new world under your feet. We do a whole lot more than just cover your floor at Paramount. Paramount Carpet.
The Premier League is back. Sign up for the Sports Pack today and fuel your passion for football. Sports is life, only on Flow.
In world news, American voters went to the polls today for the congressional midterms. We hear in this Reuters report what a Democrat win would mean for the United States.
It's coming! November! It's coming! It became a rally cry for Democrats and a warning to Republicans, President Trump in particular.
Impeachment.
The impeachment.
Impeachable offenses.
This president. Democratic leaders have made clear they will not pursue President Trump's impeachment. But that may change if they win the House.
I think there's enough anger on the part of Democrats against Donald Trump, who they believe is destroying our democracy, that if they win the House, they will get their act together to launch disciplined investigations.
Professor Alan Lichtman was one of few election experts to predict Trump's 2016 win. He says if Democrats win the House, they may well rethink their views on impeaching Trump, depending on the outcome of Robert Mueller's Russia probe. Although he points out that impeachment doesn't hinge on an actual crime being committed.
It's a combined legal, moral, and political judgment. It doesn't require an indictable crime. That's why the Constitution says high crimes and misdemeanors.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
He also says a person can be impeached for things they did before taking office.
So help me God.
It's a subject Trump himself has been addressing during the midterm campaign.
That'll be interesting. You get impeached for having created the greatest economy in the history of our country, the best job numbers in the history of our country, just about.
Trump has tried to blunt a Democrat midterm resurgence and all that could mean by stumping hard for Republican congressional candidates across the country.
Brexit campaigner Aaron Banks' insurance company and the Leave.eu campaign are being fined for serious breaches of electronic marketing regulations. Today, the United Kingdom's Information Commissioner's Office said that it was investigating allegations that Eldon Insurance Services Limited shared customer data obtained for insurance purposes with Leave.eu. The office says London Insurance and Leave.eu would each be fined £60,000 for the breach. Leave.eu will be fined an additional £15,000 for a separate breach.
In regional developments, a caravan of Central American migrants headed towards the United States has settled for rest at a temporary shelter in Mexico City. The migrants spent the night in a sports stadium, and they arrived in the capital 4 weeks after setting out from the Honduran city of San Pedro Sula. They are nearly 500 miles from the closest border crossings in Texas. And Grenada and Antigua voters cast their ballots today to determine whether or not to replace the London-based Privy Council as the island's final court. 2 years ago, they narrowly rejected the bill that would have allowed the island to join Barbados, Dominica, Belize, and Guyana as the only CARICOM countries that have signed on to the Trinidad-based Caribbean Court of Justice, or the CCJ. The CCJ was established in 2001 to replace the Privy Council as the region's highest court.
We've got another check on the forecast in just 2 minutes. Stick around.
Sometimes having a middleman is not a bad thing, especially when it comes to insurance. Do you know that when it comes to cost, ease, speed, and peace of mind, insurance brokers ranked higher than when customers buy direct? So, for all your insurance needs, call Fidelity Insurance. We're the middleman you want. Call us today at 949-7822. Fidelity. We're good for you.
Champion House Restaurant, serving Cayman for over 30 years. Start your day off right with our breakfast, fruits, pastries, hot cereals, entree, and so much more. Stop by for lunch. Our buffet offers salad, soup, entrees, and desserts. Check out our website for details on our new dinner menu. And don't forget about catering. We can customize any menu to suit your needs. Champion House Restaurant, where the islanders dine.
A timely response. That matters. Owning your own home? That matters. Supporting our community? That matters. When your child smiles, that matters. Good encounters, great experiences. It matters at Cayman National.
Make the most of your morning at Burger King with Burger King's unbeatable breakfast special. 2 croissants for just $4. Take 2 bacon, egg, and cheese croissants, 2 sausage, egg, and cheese, or mix and match. Add a refreshing OJ or delicious hash browns, plus tea or coffee for a true breakfast of champions. 2 croissants for just $4, available until 10:30 weekdays and 11 a.m. on weekends. Only at Burger King. 7 Mile Beach, Waterfront, Walkers Road, Town Center Plaza, and now Red Bay.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The revolutionary Cayman 27 Fisherman's Forecast is here, guys. You can see our next high tide, 8:27 tonight, just a little bit. Low tides at 2:57 a.m. tomorrow at 3:36 p.m. as well. You can see the sunset tonight already happened, 5:48 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow, bright and early, 6:30 a.m. That's when my alarm is set for. Anyway, let's take a look at the satellite picture right here. You can see our area kind of scooped out there, not a huge amount of cloud cover right there. We do still have a 20% chance of showers tonight, maybe a little rumble of thunder. That's going to pick up to 40% for your TGI Wednesday. Maybe keep that umbrella handy. My coworker Davey was asking me, hey, Joe Avery, am I going to be cool to do a shoot tomorrow at 4? I say, 4 in 10 chance you will be, buddy. Don't blame me if it goes all wrong on you, though. Anyway, let's take a look at the temperatures. My favorite part of the show. Get to cruise around 79 again tonight in Georgetown. Let's see the rest of the island. Cooling down nicely. I am, for one, loving the 79-degree temperatures. Yesterday in the sister islands, we had a temperature of 82. Do we repeat tonight? Yes, we do, guys. When it's 79 here, it's 82 there. It's just always going to be like that until it's not. Let's check out the region, though. We have the cool spot right now in the region. You've got 80s for Havana, Cancun, Roatan, our neighbors in the region, and some 70s down to the Costa Rican side. Looking out, you see some 80s mostly into the Eastern Caribbean, but in St. Kitts, we've got 79 as well. Let's go ahead and pop over to the 7-day forecast, take you home. We got a big, long weekend here. It's going to be fantastic. 40% chance of showers Wednesday. Thursday, it decreases to 30% Friday and Saturday. Just a 2 in 10 chance of showers. Flat, calm seas out there. A delicious weekend to take a picnic out on the boat. Hey, I may have tipped my hand to my plans. Let's see. Do we have one more weather pick of the day, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we did. A heck of a Sunday sunset. You know what? Being the weatherman has its advantages. Anytime you want a weather pick of the day, you can just kind of pop it on in there. Anyway, world and regional sports. I almost lost my train of thought there. It just derailed. Jordan Armanese, that guy's next.
Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa. Discover the difference.
Bogle Insurance Brokers Limited are professional, independent insurance brokers established in 1988. We are a wholly Caymanian-owned insurance broker with a wealth of knowledge in the local and international insurance market. Our professional team service clients with a range of insurance products, including motor, home, health, contractors, marine, and business insurance, among others. Contact us at 949-0579 or email us at service@bogleins.com.
Welcome back. The United States Olympic Committee said Monday it's taking steps to revoke USA Gymnastics status as a national governing body for the sport. Now, the USOC is trying to recover from sexual abuse of hundreds of female athletes by former team doctor, the now jailed Larry Nassar. Now, they're saying is more than USA Gymnastics is capable of handling. Now, the Olympic Committee chief executive Sarah Hirschland said, quote, seeking to revoke recognition is not a conclusion that we've come to easily. Now, in the short term, we have to work to ensure that USAG gymnasts have the support necessary to excel on and off play. End quote. Let's head to the pitch. Round 11 of the Premier League saw Newcastle get its first win of the season, while Leicester looked to honor its fallen owner, the late Visha Srabvavhanaprava, after a tragic helicopter crash. Now, here is your Premier League recap in the week of words.
And at the end, it's a fantastic feeling to share our feeling with staff, player, fans. It was great, and we honor our chairman with a good feeling, with a good game.
It was clear Arsenal is in a very good moment, so I thought, and the problem was we made life a bit too easy first half for them. Formation-wise, was not happy. Not nice, but of course, a point at Arsenal will always be absolutely good result.
Today is one test, how we are against one team like a Liverpool. After City, after Chelsea, maybe today we are more near than our performance for to be in front of them.
We were a very, very lucky team. The first half that should be game over. 5-2, 6-2, easily.
We have to improve in many situations to be a more stable team, because when we arrive in next stakes, especially hopefully in the Champions League, when you concede that situations, you are out.
Is a little bit fragile from the mental point of view.
And Champions League recap coming up tomorrow. Guys, back to you.
That is our newscast for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before we go, a couple quick birthdays. Happy birthday to RCIPS Communications Officer Jacqueline Carpenter, as well as Craig Marin, Cayman Islands Olympian.
There you go.
All right, thanks so much for tuning in. Go download that Hurley's Media 5-in-1 app, available on Google Play and the App Store. And check us out on Cayman27.ky. Have a good night.
Good night.
From happy beginnings and life choices that we make along the way,
Brit K protects your lifestyle with the best insurance cover at the best possible price.
health insurance with far-reaching benefits,
Family protection and long-term financial plans.
business insurance and generous employee benefits.
For happy beginnings to happy ever after, visit BritK.ky.
Brit K, where people come first.
Champion House Restaurant, serving Cayman for over 30 years. Start your day off right with our breakfast, fruits, pastries, hot cereals, entree, and so much more. Stop by for lunch. Our buffet offers salads, soup, entrees, and desserts. Check out our website for details on our new dinner menu. And don't forget about catering. We can customize any menu to suit your needs. Champion House Restaurant, where the islanders dine.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We're Cayman 27, Cayman Informed.